Hello. It's Lina from IMO. It's the first day of the week. Here again. Our wonderful watches. And all right, so yeah, let's start firstly with the information, the new one, and well, actually not really new, but yeah, this is the most important thing that we are having some prices activities now, and we also have 15 days of no reason return. So if you buy the watches now or today at any time, you'll get 15 days of no reason return, also 2 years of warranty, and the price will be for Z1 129 euros, and for Z7 it's gonna be 219 euros. So yeah, if you wanna present something nice to your kid, go for it now, and you will get the best you as we could provide. So yeah, what do we buy watches for? Will you please share that? Right, let me wait till you have some answers, and then I will start telling you why you should buy them. As for me, I would personally buy them to see where my kid is, and also to give my kid a freedom, well, kind of freedom. When the kid doesn't know that parents can control everything, including the apps and the pictures, and to see the album, to know where the kid was like, at any time within 14 days, to know like what kind of fitness activities the kid did, um, actually for even for 1 month, 30 days, and then also to see like even the mood of the kid, like the mood board that the kid did by himself or herself. So literally for a kid, this is nice. Well, I wouldn't say a toy, but yeah, kind of thing that can be for fun, but also it is of great use because yeah, first of all, you can see the time actually, and the date, the day of the week. You have alarm here, so the kid could control the day and to know where when to wake up. And even for some kids when they study, they also love to set alarms. Like for example, the kid wants to spend half an hour on math and then just let's say 15 minutes on English or any other subject. So they love to set the alarm, so the watches would let them know when to stop. Well, hopefully they would be finished by that time. Also, so yeah, apart from those watches, yeah, also it has stopwatch, and yeah, this is for all for watches. Time, date, day of the week, alarm, and stopwatch, and all other features are related to they go for smart devices, like we have smartphones, and then they put count steps. A lot of kids count steps. They love to compete, especially with parents, saying, "I'm moving more than you. I'm more physically active and more healthy, probably." Also, it can count if the kid starts the fitness activity here on the app. I'll show you later. It starts counting the calories burned, the steps as well. It will start counting the distance. Um, Actually, any activity could count. The distance of any activity could be counted, even swimming. You can set up the length of the pool. So, well, if it is a swimming pool, and the watches will count that for you. By the way, the watches are waterproof. All of them, Z1 as well, Z7. The kid can play underwater without taking them off, and even having calls and video calls as well. Nothing would happen. Oh, by the way, let me put inside the one that will probably, this one. Yeah. Oh, no, but can we have a call? Can we have a call? Take it long. Oh, right. So probably we'll go for another one later. This one. Okay. Let's put them in the water to see if it can go swimming. After that, we'll have a call to see how it works underwater, including the quality of the picture, the sound. Well, the sound might be not so loud because it is inside this kind of thing. But then, yeah, anyway, you will see this all and you will see how it works. So yeah, what else? The watches can count those, it can collect data for those activities underwater, then children running, jogging, walking, or no, jumping a rope, what else? Like any, that kind of activity that the kid can choose on the fitness app. Also, it can collect information about location where the kid has been over the past 2 weeks, even if the watches didn't have a SIM card. So literally, because of GPS, and it can collect everything. And once there is Wi-Fi or SIM card inside, so with internet connection, the whole information will be in the app, where the one that the parents can have on their cell phones. Yeah, imoo app. This is the way it looks like. After that, I will show you. So literally, even if the watches have no SIM card, the kid for sure cannot call. No SIM card, no Wi-Fi, so no calls, no sending messages, no sending pictures, but the kid can take pictures, the kid can listen to some music that the watches have, also using some other apps that do not need internet connection, like sticker cam. Well, most of them are cameras because kids love to take pictures, like sticker cam or any funny cam. Also, all of those features related to alarm and stopwatch can be used without internet connection. Then, let me think what else it could be. Oh, the biggest one actually as well, but it will probably not count the whole route. And the data about that will be on the app only after connecting the internet. What else the kids use? Yeah, maybe you can share what your kids are using the watches for. Lots to do. So, but if the watches have a SIM card, it could be the additional one to your one. It could be placed here. So, I'll show you. Okay. No, please help. All right. And then here it is. Thank you. Here is the place for SIM card, and this is the chip. So additional SIM card to your one can be placed here, so the kid could have calls, and then you always, like, online and keep in touch with you. Also, well, I know some parents, they don't really like to buy additional SIM cards and provide with them with traffic plan. So they literally use the additional ones of their own, which can save money, and also there will be no need to have some troubles with the phone number and protect the kid from those scam calls and spam and stuff like that. Also, on the app, they can restrict the calls from unknown numbers. So literally, if that happens, it could start happen at the end, but yeah, after the parents set the restriction on the app, so no unknown numbers can get through, and so the kid would never hear them, and the kid wouldn't even know that he or she had anyone calling. except for those people who are in the contact list. And people from the contact list, they are normally, not even normally, always added by parents. So parents literally need to write the phone number on the app and then confirm that this person can call to the kid and the kid can call to that person as well. Actually, without even setting the time when exactly it can happen, because well, no one really wants the kid to spend too much time on talking to someone when it is you know, probably the study time or sleep time and stuff like that. So it can also be all of these things can be controlled by the app. Then we go for yeah, so the D7 has 2 cameras, so the price is higher. It is 219 euros. And Z1 has only 1 camera, the front one, so it costs 129 euros. 15 days, no reason return, 2 years of warranty. So if you buy now, we will try to send you the watches as soon as possible. And then, well, yeah, the difference between two of them is actually that, well, first of all, the colors. And C1 has these 2 colors, the green one and the pink one. 2 of them look pretty nice and really colorful. So this is the way it looks. They look from this side. And Z7 has blue and pink color as well. And probably you can see that this is a bit bigger than Z1. See, just a bit. But that's because of the additional camera. So as for Z1, it has less features than Z7. And then Z7, well, the biggest difference between 2 of them is the camera, because here we have the front one, and here we have the front one as well. The quality is same, right? Yeah, probably. The quality of the front camera is the same, right? Yeah, so if the kids just use the watches to have calls, have video calls, and taking, you know, like selfies and using the funny cam or the sticker cam, 2 of them are the same. But if the kid wants to take pictures using the watches, Z7 works better because it has an additional camera on the back, and you probably noticed that there is no camera. So those who already use Z7, they know where it is and how to use that, because personally, when first I saw Z7, I was like, so how am I supposed to use the back camera? So if I put them on my wrist and or I want to take a picture, how it's gonna happen? Like, I know how to use the front camera for sure, right? It's just like this, but how it's gonna be if I'm gonna use the back one? So I actually didn't know, and I tried to, like, at any, you know, I was like, no, I don't like these kind of watches. I don't know where the back camera is. I can't find it. It felt, you know, so strange at that time. But literally, because when you see the back of the watches, you see that there is no camera, right? And the front one is here, and I expected the back one to be, right here, which would be strange because this is always on a wrist, right? So no way. And then I found out that there's a button here, and if you press it, you can just flip up the screen and see the camera here. So the camera is protected by this thing here, and when it is on your hand, it's okay, it wouldn't touch the skin, and This kid will be okay. And there will be nothing. Oh, even took a picture. Yeah. So when you flip up the camera like this, and the watches are on your wrist, you still keep taking pictures, and it even works even better for video calls when you're using the selfie camera. So literally, you just like this. It is much, well, for me at least. Like, let me show you. I consider that to be easier, and if I was a kid, I would surely flip up the screen all the time I have calls. Not only when I want to show something on my, like, with the back camera. So when you have your Z1, all the time when you call, you need to put your wrist like this and have call. But when you have Z7, you just press the button, you flip up the screen, and then yeah, it works like this. It's, well, for me, it's much more convenient. I'm not sure what the kids prefer, but I saw many kids, using the watches like this when they have calls. And this one works well also for parents because with Z7 they can switch the camera when they have call. So literally when the kid calls or when the parent calls to the kid, parents normally they don't use the watches, right? I mean, they don't use the watches for kids. They use the imoo app to call to the kid, and then they press the button, and if they tap there, they can just switch the camera and see not only the front one, the kid, but also to see the surrounding where the kid exactly is, which is actually a great feature, I believe. Because sometimes kids are being, well, sometimes, yeah, for sure, the kid might be at a dangerous, situation, and the parents what cannot say about that, or is scared or anything, so the parents could see. But also sometimes kids, they just say, oh, mommy, I'm staying home alone, just gonna do my homework. And then at the back of the bar, if your friends waiting to play video games, being silent, and if the parents just switch the camera, he or she can see everyone and what's going on around. Also, the parent, while calling, can not only switch cameras between the back one and the front one, but also can see the exact location where the kid is. It is also, now later I will show you how it looks like on the app. So the parent could literally know, and the location is precise, so literally you can find it any place where the kid is. Also, what else can be seen? Oh yeah, when they have call, they also can use the chat at the same time, so it is not like the only window can be opened. So yeah, they can send some stickers or share pictures that they want to discuss. It actually is of help when the kid is calling to grandmas and grandpas living somewhere far or friends. So they could share some pictures and then they go directly to discuss them. For example, pictures from holidays, or maybe the kid is keen on drawing, so there is a really nice painting over there, so the kid wants to share and to show to the loved ones. So yeah, for the calls it is like this. Also, Z7 can be used to record videos and to send them, and the pictures as well. As for memories, it's actually pretty enough. Well, as long as the kid doesn't take a picture of every step, even if the kid does, all of those pictures can be collected. And if for example, if the kid has Z1, and then he or she is old enough and mature enough, and probably the kid got the first watches when he or she was, let's say 4 years old, and then when the school started, the kid is 7 already, so he or she wants to have the new watches. And yeah, by the way, once again, the colors, let me show you, because on that camera it can be seen. This green one looks pretty nice, and then The pink one is also pretty beautiful, I would say. So these two colors. And then one moment to compare with the Z7. Here the blue and the pink as well. So literally when the kid is well, it's pretty young, 4 years old, 5 years old, the kid can start using the watches Z1, and after that, well, surely there might be a lot of pictures and selfies and important things to the kid. And once the kid has a new one, for example, Z7, all of the data can be transferred to this one as well, and to the computer using the app. So with the help of parents, so data and all of the messages, important pictures, all of the album stuff that can be transferred to another watch without losing anything. So it's no worry that the kid took a lot of pictures and then needs to take those watches forever, in order to see them. No, and also sending pictures to the parent. The parent could do it just to save them to the phone. You can see it here. For example, Ice Blue Kate, share the picture, and then the parent can just save that to the phone, and after that, it can be transferred to the computer, or to the parent can print it as well. If the kid wants to, well, maybe the picture should be used for some, activities or for school projects where the kid needs to introduce where the kid was during the holidays, or maybe it is. I don't know, maybe there is some project about, when the kids go to, when they're on field trips, and then after that they need to introduce what they see. They actually can print some pictures that they took with their watches, but only firstly by sending them to the app, so the parents could help them save it and print it as well. Well, maybe some kids can do it by themselves, but anyway, they would need to use a smartphone. So yeah, if the kid starts using the watches from the very childhood, like 4 years old, 5 years old, it literally can be used till, let's say, middle school, because Z7 is suitable for kids starting from, I don't know, 7 till maybe 12 years old. So, and after that, there might be other watches like, Z9 or Z15. So because there are some schools that do not allow kids to use the smartphone, but they are pretty fine with smartwatches and these kind of electronic devices. So it can always be used without any problems. Well, hopefully, but it for sure depends on the school. And then no, there is no need to change it. Well, for example, if your kid is 7 years old, just goes to elementary school, grade one, you buy Z7, and then you can just use it during the next 5 or 6 years. Uh, Surely there might be some new features that the new watches could have, but yeah, everything that the kid needs, Z7 already has. Camera quality is pretty good. I mean, it's 5 MP here. So you probably can even hear the sound. It can be switched off as well, but the kids love when there are a lot of sounds. It has on the fitness tracking, the camera, the AI scanner. There also the new apps that are created for the watches. They can be downloaded. For example, the memory is big enough, so Yeah, no need to buy new watches. This one can be used for like, a lot of years. As for GPS and tracking, the activity, the whole record, it wouldn't change. Um, if it was like this years ago, it is still the same now. It's just all the time it goes over GLONASS, and to the parent could get the precise location, and it's not like it's going to be changed in the future a few years. So literally, yeah, also no need to buy new watches. It's not like, we adults, well, most of us or a few of us, we're used to buying new smartphone once there is a new one, like mostly every year or every 2 years. It doesn't work with imoo watches because it already has everything that the kid, well, most of the things that the kid needs and the parent needs. Actually, you can share why you chose to buy smart watches for your kid. Because yeah, I know of quite a few parents who go for smartphone. They they believe that it is better and useful, and probably they just have never seen imoo watches. Because I personally enjoy them, and I think it's much better than smartphone. For when I was little, I had a smartphone. Well, not so smart at that time, but anyway. And I wouldn't say it's really a factor as well, but when I see the imoo watches now, I'm like, yeah, if I had this when I was little, I would be really, really happy. Yeah, because it's much better than the phones I had when I was little. Also, so yeah, there were quite a few parents who love to buy phones to the kids, but also there are plenty of parents who are taking care of kids, and they are worried about the screen time. Surely it can be controlled, and kids can spend a lot of time looking at the screen of the watches as well, but it is still not the same with than the phone, right? It works a bit differently, and the colors as well, and things that affect the eye. But as for watches, the screen time can also be controlled, and the apps that the kid is using can be controlled. So if the parent believes that the kid, pays too much attention to the, I don't know, maybe the kid is keen on sports and is not really willing to study. But yeah, the midterm exams are coming, or maybe final tests or anything. So the parent could use the phone to restrict the use of the fitness app. Let's say maybe you can set that it can be used only an hour a day or 30 minutes or even just no use for today. The kid wouldn't be able to change it as long as the kid doesn't have an app. Um, so after that, the restriction can be removed itself if the parent said so, or the parent can just stop that. And I will show you how it looks on the app. So yeah, sometimes there are questions about Google Play and all that stuff. No, there is. Um, wait a moment. So yeah, there is no Google Play. There's no other Play stores on the watches itself, but the imoo has own app center, so where app can be downloaded and searched, and then the parent on the app can see every app that the kid has on the watches, and to set up the working time and where the kid exactly can open, how long it can be used. So all the things can be controlled. Here is the app center, just here on the imoo app. We go for app center, and we see here can be some recommendations, and here the apps that the kid has on the watches, and then you see that. Nothing actually really, um, let's say too interrupting. Most of them are just cameras, let's see, sports, and then AI, and yeah, no games mostly. But anyway, so for example, if the parent doesn't want the kid to use the funny cam, firstly the parent can see what exactly it is, what app it is, what it is about, and then after that, just go to the section where the app can be controlled, apps disabled. So here, these are mostly about chatting and adding friends, and these are just other apps that the kid has on the watches. Let's say AI scanner, for example, you can see how long the kid used this app today. Actually, oh, it's just updated. Then you see there is no limit. You can also choose the kid wouldn't be able to open the app, and then you can also limit. The internet doesn't really work well here, so we can see. Here we go for time, and then the most useful options are here. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, but you also can customize it if you wish. And write just any time. Maybe someone would want the kid to use this feature most in 2 minutes, maybe, or maybe 90, but any would work. And this is not only about those, funnier apps for play. This is also about chatting. Maybe some kids, they could spend a lot of time on contacting their friends. So yeah. Also, here we go, by the way. As I told you earlier, the periods when the kid can use this feature. And yeah, let's until afternoon, and then so the kid couldn't a lot of time using the watches when it is I don't know, let's say time for going to sleep. Sometimes kids, they don't really love going to sleep when it is night, so maybe they don't about them, and then parents just don't let them play watches or any other games or anything, or even read the books. Not because the parents are so bad, right? Just because the kid wouldn't be able to wake up in the morning, or would feel so sleepy during the day and during classes. And maybe some classes are so boring, so the kid would even fall asleep. Anything can happen, right? So literally the parent can just sign up without saying anything, and the kid wouldn't be able to use it. Also, another thing why normally the kids wouldn't be able to use the watches at night, or late at night when they don't want to go to sleep, is that if the kid has used the watches during the day, there would be need to charge it. Let's say normally takes around 2 hours till full charge. And then the watches cannot be used while charging. If the kid didn't use the watches, used the watches, but like the watches, to see the time, to see the date, and maybe to have 2 or one call, like short one, saying, "Mom, pick me up from school. Dad, let's go, I don't know, jogging together." This surely the kid can use them during, I don't know, let's say 2 days, maybe one charge, maybe 3 days one charge, but yeah, I guess 2 days. But if the kid used a lot of apps during the day, let's say the fitness one and the camera one and AI scanner, sorry. So yeah, there would definitely need to charge it every night, let's say. Or it doesn't matter. Well, it's not necessarily to be night, right? But yeah, every day, let's say. And no, it is important that there should be no use during the charging. Yeah, C1 is 129 euros, and we can send it today, or I mean, at least as soon as we could. Also, well, the difference is not so big. Say this Z7 is 219 euros, and this one Z1 is 129 euros. Two of them, yeah, they have 15 days of no reason return. So if you don't know which one to buy, you can actually buy two of them, and then let your kid, or you and your kid together, you can choose the one that you like the most, and another one just send back to us without any problems. We could just, return you the money, and we wouldn't even ask why you do this. Surely we'll have feedback, and if you explain in a few words what happened and why you want to return, we would be, appreciated, and we would see why you do this. But yeah, you don't need to explain if you don't want to just return that. Again, 15 days, no reason return. Another case, if something happens to the watches, surely we hope that there will be no troubles, and we try our best to create the best quality as we could. So the watches already, they've been through so many quality, controls, and there are so many crash tests. But yeah, which one? Z1 is 129 euros, and Z7 is 219 euros. Yeah, 2 years of, yeah, that's what I'm starting to talking about, is that also there might be some troubles. For sure. It happens sometimes. Then, oh, it's the camera, sorry. So if you buy today, you can get 2 years of warranty. So you meet any problems, you can contact support and after sales support, and then they will try to fix the problem, maybe repair or anything. And if your city has the store, you can go there as well to ask and to see what can be done. Well, sometimes the problems are not so big and can be fixed, but maybe there's just a bug in the system, so it can be fixed at the store like really quickly in a few minutes. But anyway, 2 years warranty, no problem. Again, what is the difference between two of them? Well, the color, first of all, right? You probably see that this one is brighter and more suitable for little kids, I guess. And then I believe that the biggest difference is that Z7 has two cameras, the front one and the back one. The back one is really useful when the kid loves taking pictures, and also for AI scanner app, it works better. Well, it is easier to take a picture of something that you want to know what exactly it is when you use the back camera, but not just try to do like this, right? It's not really convenient. So yeah, as I told you already, that AI scanner is actually, I personally really love that feature. Especially it works well when you or your kid, yeah, maybe your kid is learning another language. So the kid can use AI scanner, take picture, and to know how it is called, in, let's say in English, for example. And actually, the watches will even pronounce that. So there, it's not like even if the kid cannot read, the kid, let's say, I don't know, maybe 5 years old or 4 years old or whatever. If the kid cannot read yet, so the watches will tell how this thing is called. So let us even try to see that. What should it be? Let's say, well, normally we go for this one or duckling. They're my co-workers for the streams, so we can. Can you help me open the AI scanner? And there is another one here. Just a moment. Here we go. So there are plenty of apps here that this kid is using. Ice Blue Kit. Now we go for. By the way, you can see here that Cam is stopped. The kid cannot open it because it is restricted by parents on the app. And now we go for AI scanner. Here it is. You just need to find an object. And duckling. You just tap on the screen, tap to as you see, it writes here toy and also pronounced toy for you. And then I wonder if we just take a picture of another watch. What would it say? Fish finder. Well, I guess no. Sometimes it works like this, but yeah. Most of the cases, there were no troubles with that. So yeah, anyway, you understand. Well, for sure, AI scanner can also be used with the front camera as well. But it's not really convenient. Well, it's not as convenient as using the back one. Then what else? The Z7 has more apps available here, and here we go for. Oh, by the way, these the features can be used on both of them, Z1 and Z7. Their body temperature, heart rate, blood oxygen as well. They are for sure not the main features why the parents buy the watches, right? So when we buy the smart device for our kid, we don't really, well, it's like, when we want to check the body temperature, we would buy, not the watches, right? But it is still nice to have these kind of features, well, just in order to keep yes. I told you already about that. So even one of my coworkers accidentally saw that the just trying to explore in the app during the noon, like lunch break, and the watches were like probably a few days. The kid used that, and then my coworker, he just tried to explore the app, and then he just saw that his kid body temperature is like pretty high, and he was like, "Oh, no, the watches do not work well." So he called to the kid, and literally the teacher said that the kid is on the way back home because of the fever. So we were like, "Wow, it actually works well." And well, for sure, there will be no notification, and the parent wouldn't see that as long as the parent doesn't open this on the app. But yeah, anyway, it's still nice to know that. And this is important that the heart rate also can be checked. And the record could be on the app as well, so you could see for a pretty long time, so you could see for a few months how it was, as well as the mood board. It also the mood record is also is kept for a few months. Fitness tracking is kept only for 30 days, and the location tracking is kept for 2 weeks. Once again, there is no need for location tracking to have the SIM card or the Wi-Fi connection, but the information could be on the app only after contacting to the internet. Yeah. As for those activities in water like swimming, maybe the kid is playing some sports like I don't know, polo maybe, something like that, or just swims a lot and needs to control the distance and the time spent on that. So the watches could be of a help because it can be used underwater. It can just count everything. You can set up the length of the pool as long as you need this, and then it will count the whole track for the training. And after that it can be in the system for 30 days, so the kid would be able to see how he or she improves, or maybe there are some troubles happening, or maybe understand why, well, try to understand why the speed slowed down. So all of that can be kept on the system for 30 days. The same with jogging, the same with jump rope. Yeah, by the way, there is music when you open the jump rope and sit up activities. It will count for you as well. Maybe the kids need to prepare for some competitions, or maybe they need to have a PE test, or stuff. Or maybe they're just competing in between. Peers love to compete, right? Not all, everyone, yeah, but mostly. And then they could use the watches, and they could see it on the app. And even if they're friends, by the way, do you know how to add friends using the watches? Um, I'll explain you that again. But anyway, if the kids are friends on imoo app, they could also see the step count, and how many times the kid could jump with jump rope, or how long it takes the kids to run, let's say, 2 kilometers. So it all be there, the record be there, and then they can compete that as well. As for adding friends, so yeah, if the kid wants to add some people who are not using the watches, let's say it can be bigger sister, like so the siblings who are old enough to use smartphones, and then let's say family members, maybe grandma, grandpa, and someone else, or maybe some close friends or family. But anyway, so those people who are not using the watches can be added with phone number, but for this, the app should be used, the imoo app, so the parent could open it, then write the phone number there and add into contact list of the kid. Here we go. You can see, for example, the ice blue kid has 3 contacts and then 2 friends. So the contacts can be added only by a parent using the app. In this way, the kid can be protected, so no one could actually, any unknown numbers there, or no strangers on the contact, so they could chat and call to your kid. The parent can control everyone and to see everyone who is in the contact. As for friends, how do they do that? The kid can add friends by himself or by herself, just using the watches. Normally, the kids do this when they are, let's say, when they are probably You know, when they're at school or when they are at the playground, they just meet new friends. They see that those kids are also using imoo watches, and then they just go for bumping up. What is bumping up is when they use two watches and they just bump it like this. They automatically be added into each other's friends list as long as parent allows this. There also can be a restriction for that. Some parents do not want the kid to add friends, like to add everyone to friends list. So the parent would get a notification on the app that the kid is trying to add someone or that there is a friend request. Mostly parents do not do this, but still there is option like that. If there is no restriction, so when the kids add friends, they bump up the watches and they're automatically um, are added to each other's friends list. They can start chatting, sharing pictures and videos, having video calls and just normal calls. They can send voice messages to each other, send some stickers and stuff like that. Let me show you how they add each other. Then find the option add friends. Here, 7. No, this one is not bound. So there we go. Add friends. And then we open the C1. Here add friends as well. So press start here. And then we bound two phones like this. So let's shake then and make friend. Here's the blue one and the one. So they found each other. They're automatically added to each other's friends list and they can start talking. So when they add each other like this, they start communicating and then there is no need. Well, parents shouldn't, parents shouldn't be worried that the kid would get, you know, someone bad or some strangers into the friends list because most of the kids are using this. Well, these are watches for kids, right? All right, what else? So the kids can, you know, what they love to use those kind of features that help them have competition with others and they can see the results of others as well. It was not like I'm going to count the steps every day. Let's say I want to walk 100 steps, well, for example. And then the kid can also see on the friends list who did more than him or less than him. So this kind of thing helps them, probably sometimes keep on track and to compete as well. So that feeling that I can do it better than you or better than someone else also helps them to keep to like let's say to stay active and to keep doing some exercises as well. Well, physical health is important, right? So we do need to stay active, which doesn't really, well, it's not really easy all the time because modern life, especially when we are, live, let's say, when we need to commute to school or to work, we spend a lot of time on our way and the kids as well. So it is nice when the app and the friends can be in a group and they can even have a chat there. So on the app, it is not only that they can contact each other directly, which they can as well. For example, let's say this blue can contact this phone is the grandpa's phone, so grandpa can call to the kid and the kid can call to grandpa and share some pictures as you can see here. So the ducklings or something else. Also, there are some group chats, like let's say family chat. And there might be some, school chats where the classmates and the teacher are together and sharing some pictures of something that they learned, or maybe, I don't know, sharing some project or photos from field trips or from other activities. Maybe there, I don't know, maybe there were some projects that the kids had together, so the teacher helped them to take pictures and also send them to the chat so the kids can have it and the parents can see them as well. Also, there might be, well, everything can be controlled by parents. No worries. So the parent can see all the stuff that the other kids are sharing with their kid. So no problem for that. Also, it might be like, when the kids are not really, well, there are some shy kids, right? And they feel a little bit scared talking to someone, or they, I don't know, yeah, just shy, but they still want to have friends, so they can use the app, start someone who they met at the playground, and then after they became good friends online, they could just play together outside. So for those kind of kids, it's easier to go through that, uh, problem. Now, what? Let us see the. Yeah, maybe actually there is something that you're interested in, so I can introduce you. Or I will just go showing the tracking how it looks like, how the parent can see, and how precise it actually is. So it's not like, let's say, 100 meters or even 50 meters difference. Yeah, it's like exactly where the kid is. So go here. Probably notice that there are a few kids here. And it doesn't mean that it has a lot of a lot of watches. It just, what does it mean? What do you think? Can you guess? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. So literally, well, not everyone has only one kid, right? There are plenty of families that have two kids, three kids, even four kids, and yeah, all of them can use the smart watches, the imoo watches. So the parent doesn't need to have a new app. Well, it would be so strange, right? So the parent just adds a new device into the app, so it can be easier to control that and to see everything going on. So that's why our app also has a few devices, so the parent will be able to see activities of all kids. Let's see, here we go. So kid one, this is the ice blue, this is C1, the one that we just used to add friends. Now let's go, for example, for one and to see what we have about the kid here. The kids info there it can be complete, but it's not necessary, but still, the school, the address, the class where the kid studies, and the name. Avatars can be chosen by kids. I mean, they can take a selfie or something, or they can just create this one. And by the way, here you can also see the information about level and points. I'll show you a little bit later how to get them. Then we go here. The the information, as we know that the apps are here. Hello, hello. We can see the information about the apps. We can see chat management here, but yeah, it all doesn't really matter. Now we're going for historical track. And as we want to see where the key moved, so no history for today. But yeah, maybe there was something yesterday. We can see what time the kids started their route. And then here the kids started at 8 in the morning and then arrived at destination 8:42. Maybe that was the way to school. So the parent can see where exactly that happened, how the kid moved the whole way, the whole route. Yes. And then here the parent can see it like this. Also, so to know where the kid was at the exact time, and then we can just go to here. Just press, and then we see the whole video of that, of the route. I believe that was the subway. And then after that, the kid probably would start walking. Here it is, it's 8 kilometers. I took 40 minutes. So the kids spent 40 minutes on that way. Probably took the subway or probably the bus or anything. The parent can see that and also can see the speed if the fitness tracking app was opened as well. So the calories burned can be seen, the speed as well. Well, for some people it is important. Maybe the kid was running to school, who knows. Someone takes the subway, or maybe the kid was riding a bicycle as well. So these kind of activities can be considered as fitness and then to be considered to be the training. Also, as for these kind of videos, the whole route can be recorded, right? So the parent can share that with someone who the parent wants to share with. Let's say, for example, normally the dad was responsible for picking up the kid and seeing the track, and then the dad is on the I don't know, maybe on business trip, and mom needs to do that. So it is pretty easy to share it with someone else. Yeah, there can be the record the screen, and then after that it can be shared or on any messenger that the person uses on this phone. So it's not like it can be shared only on the imoo app. No, on the imoo app, the parents can have their own account and OneWatch can be connected to them. But if you want to share it with someone on other apps that you're using, it probably maybe, I don't know, maybe Line or maybe WeChat or maybe, I don't know, any app, any messenger that people are using. So the video can be sent, the video is created, it's almost 40 MB. And it can be shared. Here is the option because on this phone we have WeChat. There might be some other options here. It can be shared, and probably if you notice that this is actually really precise. So we just saw the way here. Probably, like, let's say if it was the subway and the kid just went out of the subway here, so this is the way to school here. We can see that there are no, any construction works around. We can see that the area is not so dangerous. Yeah, there is a big road here, but surely the kid was going here on the sidewalk, so no problem. These parents, well, this allows parents to see the whole way and to see if the kid is not crossing some dangerous areas, like, yeah, modern world, what kind of dangerous areas we have. Let's say mostly those are, construction works. There might be some car accidents somewhere, but this is not something that we can control and predict, right? As for construction, we normally could have notification from the city where exactly it starts, how long will it take. So the kids' route can be adjusted according to that. Still, sometimes there are kids who, they just they used to use the one route to go into school, and they don't want to change it. And for example, the new one will take longer, maybe, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes longer. So this kid would need to wake up 10 minutes earlier, and no one wants to wake up early in the morning. Well, yeah, surely there are some people, but maybe me personally, maybe there are many people like me who want to sleep more in the morning. So for me, 10 minutes would be, I would personally go and cross the so-called dangerous area. Maybe because I was a naughty kid, but anyway, thanks to the imoo watches and to the app, the parents can see everything, so they control it, and they could have a talk with the kid, or maybe they could have a drive, so they take the kid to school. And then, yeah, all this they can get even with C1, and it's just 129 euros. And it can be used a few years, and when the kid goes somewhere, the feature of tracking will never change. So, well, I mean, it will still work as well as at the beginning. So no problems with that. And as for Z7, it is 219 euros. So also can be used for many years, let's say 5 or 6 years. So the parents will be able to see things are going on, where the kid went, how many calories burned, to see the heart rate, to see the whole route, where the kid stopped, for how long. As we just saw, we can see the exact time where the kid was, and we can just go back to check to see what kind of transport was used, or to even to guess sometimes. Also, if you buy it today, you will just get 15 days of no reason return. So your kid and you can use the app, and your kid can use the watches for 15 days. And if there is something you don't like about this, you can just send it back to us, and you will get the money back as well. Well, or even if you cannot choose between two of the watches, Z1 and Z7, or maybe your kid is, let's say, 5 years old, and you're considering buying the first smart watches, and you don't know. I mean, both of them can be used for a few years, but Z7 is definitely a bit better because, well, at least it has two cameras, so it can be used for a longer period of time. Just because when the kid grows up, he or she can become interested in taking pictures and stuff like that. So if you don't know which one you want more, or which one is more suitable to your kid, you can just go for two of them. Once you get them, yeah, we will send it as soon as possible. Just for example, if you buy it now, today's Monday, you probably will just send it today in the evening. And it depends on how far from the place you're living. Well, yeah. As for the if something happens to the watches, there is 2 years warranty. So during those 2 years, if something happens, you can always contact after sales support, and they will try to solve the problem. We'll try our best to understand what happened. And also, it's really important for us to, because we want to improve the watches. And if something happens, let's say if there was a problem happening with the, I don't know, let's say with the screen, while the kid was swimming, and it happened, let's say, once. We knew the information that it happened once in 2 years. Well, it's probably just an accident, right? But if we have information that this happens, I don't know, probably 200 times in 2 years, for sure we will try to fix the problem and to try to understand what happened, try to improve the product. So it is also really important for us to know all of that, and we love when you share feedback. Surely the good one makes us happy, and all of us feel so. I mean, all of those nice feedbacks are always heartwarming when the parents are sharing the stories when the kids are using the watches and how happy they are. Not only playing but using them for those kind of helpful things like again, yeah, fitness, for example, or even taking pictures and then having pictures competition and getting a certificate of, I don't know, kind of participation or maybe the winner and stuff like that. It is always heartwarming, and our team we really love those stories. As I already told you, there was a story when the parents told that thanks to the heart rate option, they knew that the kid has some heart problems. So the doctor told them literally they were exactly on time. And then, but also we love to get any feedback that, in your opinion, well, what we can improve, and then what you consider to be really important, and maybe your kid is sharing the features that he or she wants to see. So all of the things we love to receive, we always consider that, and as long as you know, well, use we have Z1, right? We have Z7, and in future years we will have much more to come. So every next generation of the app of the watches will have those features that people ask about the most. So yeah, you're always welcome to share that and to send us an email or contact us on social media. So we will be happy to learn that. Um, yeah, going back to our location, we just saw this all, right? And you see that it works for the whole planet. It doesn't work for one place only, and it doesn't matter if your kid is staying in the country, in your country, or just traveling around the world. It is still, well, it is still possible to see where exactly the kid is and to see the whole route. Well, as long as GPS works there, and all of those. Oh, by the way, yeah, about the privacy. No third parties will get information about your kid's location. Yeah, because IMO has all of the certifications obtained, and GDPR, and then e-privacy app, e-privacy seal, like it has all of the notifications. Oh, sorry, all of the certificates. So actually, it is pretty safe to use in privacy terms. As for the, let's say, for example, United Kingdom is here, and then any other place. But anyway, so you can see this. And if you live, let's say, for example, I don't know, in Hong Kong, let's say, and then your kid goes traveling to England, you could still be able to see where exactly the kid is, including all of the roads and buildings, and even you could see the floor where exactly the kid is. Well, yeah, but for some people it is important to see. Maybe the kid said that he went to school and then he's, I don't know, always staying on the first floor while the classroom is on the third one. So the parent could also ask some questions. Why is that happening? And well, there might be plenty of reasons. No one wants the kid to be in a bad situation, right? But still might happen. It might be awful help while someone tries to find the kid, right? So I wouldn't say this is not useful. It's normally not something that we will use in everyday life, but I wouldn't say that that feature has no use at all. You know, if something happens to the kid, fortunately no, but yeah, sometimes it can happen. You can just, find the precise location, including the floor of a building where the kid is. I guess it is really, really important when something dangerous happens. Yes, and then I will show you. So here you can see the watches underwater. We're talking about that, right? I want to show you how this is the kit, right? This is the kit one. So I want to show you how we can call to the kit. Here you can see the app. Just open this. We choose, let's say, the video call. Here it is. You can see that even being underwater, the kid receives the call from mom. Here it is, so we can be answered. Let's say we can decline for sure, but no, we can. Okay, call is answered, and then I will show you how the mom. Well, we'll just put it back to the water for now. We can see how the mom sees that. So the mom literally sees the video, and then the video can be switched to another camera as well. And here's the location of the kid. So even underwater it can be seen well. Then we just hang up the call. Just try to send the message to so this is real water one more. You can probably see here. So can you help me adjust the camera, please? Can you help me adjust the camera? Thank you. Yeah, the watches are working well. No, the camera works well as well. Yeah, that's why I would say that this is waterproof. It's not like, yeah, surely their kids, I know, when they wash their hands after getting back home or before having meal, um, they shouldn't take them off. But also when they're, let's say, the weather changes and then there probably was an accidental, I don't know, shower, so the kids would, I don't know, if that was not waterproof, there might be some troubles right with the screen or with the camera because there are some areas with really harsh showers. And then, playing in water, playing at the beach, or having a training at the swimming pool. So the imoo watches can be used everywhere. Nothing would happen. Neither with the screen nor with cameras, and even with the strip. The silicone strip is really nice, and it is not easy to get any, dirt on it. So and easy to clean. You just use your water with soap, just clean it. Yeah, no troubles with that. So when the kid is well, mostly parents would never call to the kid who is, having the swimming training, right? Except for some, accidents, or, well, sometimes you can accidentally have to call someone, yeah. Um, and then if it is an emergency, for sure, the parent could call. But in other cases, no. But when the kid is playing at the beach somewhere, maybe it is a summer camp, or maybe the kid is having holidays at grandpa's house, so they go somewhere to the seaside. So the kid normally would want to share that with parents, right? So having a call, even when the water is round, is not a problem. And the kids shouldn't be worried that the camera will be broken or the screen, and the parents shouldn't be worried that the kid will have some, troubles with health because of the electronic device on his wrist or her wrist. Once again, as for yes, yes, the same with the Z1. Z1 is also waterproof, and nothing would happen to the camera or to the screen, to anything. The strip is also silicone one, so it's also easy to clean. And the biggest difference, I believe, between Z1 is the Z7, the camera, the second one. Two of them they have. The front camera is the same quality, and then Z7 has the back camera. Quality is better than the front one. It is on its back side. When we flip out the screen, um, you just use this, and then I will show you how it looks like. Here is our duckling. This is the camera. See, the colors are okay, and then you can just take a picture of that, save, and then let's say, for example, the kid. One moment, sorry, there's still some water here on the screen. So here we go. The kid can just open the conversations, mom, for example, and send that. Hi. Send that. After that, should be symbol here. Here are some digits as well, so the kid could send that. Send some messages. Go back. Probably the kid would want to share some stickers or emojis, and also album can be used, and also the camera can be used in the video, so the kid can directly record that, or the kid can send something that has been recorded earlier. Here, for example, we go for album, and we choose the picture that we just made. Sending. Let's see. Here it is. Here's the picture made with imoo Z7. So mom likes the picture or needs this, she can just save it. Also, if she wants to share something, maybe another one with the kid is gonna receive that as well. So it is sent, and then the mom sent the picture. Just open it. Here it is. Oh, by the way, this picture was also made with the Z7. Maybe that was another kid who shared the picture with mom. You can see here on the screen. So the picture was also maybe with watches. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one can be used, Z1 or Z7. For selfies, it all works okay. It's the same quality of front camera and all of those, apps that the kids love, the fanning, sticker cam or funny camera when they love taking pictures together and having some fun. Two of them, not two, there might be many of them. They all work well on Z1 and on Z7 as well. So the only difference is that those that can be used with the back camera, there can be only used on Z7 because only Z7 has back camera. Yeah, so yeah, almost 100 euros difference. Z1 is once again 129 euros. Z7 is 219 euros. Mm-hmm. And if you go, yes, that's what I'm talking about. If you go for it today, you will get 15 days no return return, and also 2 weeks of warranty. 2 weeks, sorry, not 2 weeks, 2 years for sure, 2 years. If something happens to the watch of your kid, you can always contact us. We have after sales support. You can contact us on like sending us an email or go to the store and explain what happened. So if it is a bug in the system, it can be fixed pretty, in short time. Maybe even at the store, if something different happens, you can just go. Um, I don't know. Probably you could have an exchange, or you could get the new one. But anyway, so the trouble can be solved. Um, well, it doesn't really happen always, but yeah, sometimes. No, there is no difference between two of them in GPS. They all work the same. So the location tracking also 2 weeks, yes, for Z1 and for Z7. Um, well, if your kid is little, you can just go for Z1, I guess. So let's say, for example, if your kid doesn't go to school yet, or maybe it's just kindergarten age, just go for Z1. You can see the exact location, also including the floor of the building where the kid is, and then you can see the whole route, and probably you could have, they go for a walk in the afternoon. You can see where exactly the kid was, and then no, Z1 has no, only Z7. Uh, but it doesn't really make sense if Z. Let's see, the flip up. You can flip up the screen on Z7 just because it has the back camera. It does make sense if Z1 had it as well, because it has no camera on the back. There is no need to flip up the screen, is there? I mean, maybe you can explain why you believe there is a need, so we could consider that and discuss. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Really hope your kid is enjoying that. Let us see what else we could have on the app. Here, what it can be used for. And then maybe we can see the, could go for, let's say, for Kate. Then we already checked the track for yesterday, right? I mean, it's gonna be pretty the same for other days. There wouldn't be like big choice or big difference. So once again, you can see where exactly Kate was at the exact time. how long it took, or what time the kid started the route, what time finished, directed the destination. You can see that all. You can even guess what kind of transport was yeah. No, 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 no. This is historical track only for location. As for fitness, yeah, I'll show you. Here it is. For this one, the kid needs to open it. Let me show you. Here we go. On the watches, there is an app called Fitness. So when the kid opens it, so you can see the rules here. The kids all understand that they have their own games. Yeah, they even have competitions with that. They just go for it, and after they open the app and start counting that, all of those, activity rings, and then there's steps and stuff like that. You can even, see here, press exercise now. So, and let's say, no sit-ups, no running, no skipping, swimming. Well, let's say, for example, skipping. We just go for 50 jumps, duration, because there are some schools that when they have you know some schools during PE classes, they ask kids to to use the jump rope for a minute or for two, and then they count how many jumps there were, right? Or some PE tests or PE exams, they have only, for example, the kid needs to jump 50 times. So either the numbers or the time, it all can be controlled by the watches. So the kid can just choose something that is important for him and just to practice. Then just press start here. And then there is a tip, yeah, that it should be exactly on a wrist for the correct counting. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And here you can actually hear the sound. So for some kids it works, and then you can adjust volume as well. Maybe, the kids are playing together and then they need to make it louder, or maybe the kid is just staying in this yes, sometimes kids are staying in some places where they are not supposed to use uh have loud music or something. It all can be controlled here, so you can adjust the volume. Finished this exercise, we stopped it, we just go. Anyway, so when the kid opens this activity, after that, the parents would see it all on the app. So where exactly the kid was, sorry, not where exactly the kid was, but what exactly the kid did, how many calories burned, what was the duration, what was the distance, what was the heart rate during that activity, all of those things. So even the step count you can see here, which is not really important when it goes to fitness, right? But still nice to know. For some people it might be important. And then we go for health. Here you can see the heart rate for yesterday morning. Also choose the date. Yesterday, let's see. This is the 2nd of May. Probably the kid wasn't using watches on that day. Sorry. There we go. For the day before yesterday, you can see this, then you can see the norm. Here is the information, how it should be, and if there is something that you need to pay attention to. Maybe. Oh no, 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 no. Surely no. And people don't normally buy the watches just because they want to see the heart rate, right? But it is important when the kid, and not only the kid, when adults, we're doing the physical activities, especially, let's say running, for example. Why actually we added this feature? Uh, Oh, I didn't tell you that yet. So the watches are actually the first imoo watches. They were created not for sale. They were created as a gift to the just as a gift to a son. Um, Actually, when the brand started, the main idea of that was actually not just to have a good product. It was just to present something nice to a kid that can be useful and that kid can have fun with, can play, and then to use it at school as well. Because some schools do not allow kids to have smartphones, and some kids are too small to have smartphones, and some kids are easy to break them. The quality of IMO watches is really, really good. So it's been through so many crash tests, so if it just falls down or something happens, I'm sorry, probably you just heard it to be too loud. But anyway, if something happens, if you just, do like this or like that, nothing would happen. The screen is fine, the camera is fine, so, the strips, well, yeah, no problems. So it was created as a gift to a son, and just an electronic engineer who went on the trip. He found out that there is nothing that he can buy for his kid, and that the kid has everything. And at that time, he also shared that he just misses his father and wants to keep in touch. Uh, like the kid actually shared that, I don't need any gifts from your business trips. I just want to be able to call you when I miss you, not to go to find mom or someone and just to call, but directly one, or I don't know, send a message. So he thought about that, and he had a lot of friends from the same industry. Like all of them were electronic engineers, so they tried it. Well, they thought about that, and they didn't even know what it should be. Should it be something that looks like, let's say BlackBerry, or just another little smartphone that could be suitable for kids? And then they just came up with the idea of imoo. So it all started with that, and surely there was no idea to, the, it, no, 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 no. The main idea was not to control. For sure, it is important, and when you can control your kid and where exactly he is, well, not control again, but when you can see where the kid is, it's not like not giving to the kid any privacy, which actually is correct in some cases, because yeah, the parents still can see all of the contacts, like all of those people in friends list. The parent can see the location tracking, the whole information about fitness. But it is not like, you know, it shouldn't be used like what means of controlling, or I don't know. It's just, taking care. Come on, what kind of privacy should it be? For example, the parent couldn't see what the pictures the kid did, as long as the kid doesn't want to share that. Or no messages as well. It's not possible. The parent can see who the kid is talking to. Well, at least we can see in the friends list and the contact list, because people from contact list, they are approved by parents, and the kid is not able to add anyone without parents' approval, because there is need to use the app to add people using the phone number. As for friends, when they add just by bumping up, the parents still can see who those are. Mostly, there might be just, kids from the playground or just classmates. So yeah, but the parent is not able to see what exactly they are talking about. And most of parents, they don't even want to. Yeah, for sure, privacy is important. Um, they just want to know that the kid is not talking to someone bad, to some strangers, and he's not receiving some scam calls. And kids are easy to believe, all of those strangers who are saying, "Hi, I'm auntie," or "I'm your mom's friend or classmate," and could you please tell me where, I don't know, where the money are? Or anything can happen, right? So that's why uh, our company, we just decided that the kids shouldn't be able to receive all of those calls from unknown numbers. Even I personally never pick up the phone when I see that I don't know that number. And yeah, if someone needs to contact me, they could send me a message first. And if I was a kid and I received some, strange phone numbers, I wouldn't be happy about that as well. And if my parents help me, solve that problem, I wouldn't consider that to be, to be control and that they are just killing my freedom. No, they're just taking care of me. They're helping me. And for sure, they will never be able to see what exactly I'm talking to, like, talking about to my friends, and then as long as I don't show them or they don't see the watches, it is not possible to do through the app. They can't even see who I'm talking to. They can see the list of my friends, but they have no idea who exactly I'm talking to. I'll show you how it looks like, actually. One second. Here they are. So this is the kit. The kit is for these watches, for the pink one. Friends, here they are. So the parents can see the picture, the avatar. They can see the number. They can see their name. By the way, here you probably noticed that there is kind of ID and nickname, and then there is the real name as well. Mostly, my parents will set that because the kids can also use the watches at school with the classmates together and the teacher as well. So anyway, so the kid's nickname could be, as we see here, ice blue, or maybe, pink flower, for example. But still, the real name here, for example, Jenny would be here. Here are the friends. Here, the friends and contact list are here. Here are friend group. No groups here, but yeah, there might be here. Here we go for requests. When the kid has some friends requests, as I told you, when they bump up the watches like this and add friends, if there is a restriction set by parents, so the parents would need to, they would, well, if there is no restriction, the kids will directly become friends. If there is restriction, so the parent will receive a notification at that time. So here would be the request pending, and then the parent would need to approve that. So the parent actually would see the picture of the person, the nickname, and the real name as well, and then approve that, and the kids will become friends on their watches. Do you actually have any questions about adding friends? Or we can just move on. Please let me know. No, it's for phone numbers. There, you see here is the list of contacts with phone numbers. Here they are, and these two contacts there are just added as friends using the watches. And for contact numbers, there is no real name or nickname or something. And these can be added only by a parent using the app. These can be added by a child, him or herself, just by bumping up two watches. So yeah, I guess no questions anymore about editing contacts. Let's move to the part of. By the way, bound members. These are people who can get information about the kids, all of those friends and contact lists. And if something happens to the watches or the kids just, I don't know, forgot somewhere while changing the clothes after PE class or whatever, the parent or these bound members, they would be able to see where exactly the watches are. And then they would see they would be able to block the watches and also to see the last location where it was. Here. Here is the information of those unknown calls that the kid received. Well, the kid didn't receive them because the app blocked them, but still here we can see, well, a lot of them, plenty of them. Those who called to that person, to the kid, and then maybe there is someone, family member. Let's say this phone number is the grandpa's phone number, so we can add him to the contact list, and after that his call wouldn't be blocked. The history lasts 30 days. Normally it doesn't have. No one really checks that every day, right? This is Find My Watch. This just I told you about. This is the. You can see where exactly the watch was, the latest location, and you can immediately block that here. Just lock the watch so no one could use that, and then just see where exactly it is, so you can just go there to pick it up maybe after you finish your work or something. By the way, about this Find Watch option, it is really, really nice for those whose kids keep forgetting things. Like, it actually happened not long ago, probably like last week, before May. I personally forgot the watches. I went to gym, and after that, it just was, changing the clothes and stuff, and I just forgot them there. And I was too tired to think about this. And after coming back home, I found out that there are no watches, and I used the app. I logged them, and then just went back. Still at the same place. Just picked them up. For me, it had no important information, and it wouldn't be a big trouble if I can't find. But for those kids who have their like all of the information inside and a lot of pictures probably and videos and those contacts and uh, even chats, so for them it would be really, really important, and to be able to find where exactly the watches are. I mean, I believe this is a really, really good feature. So, and what is important is that the watches, while you didn't, I mean, until you found them, can be locked thanks to the app. one. Oh, sorry. By the way, this is what I talked about. Everything can be transferred to another device just by scanning the QR code. Either it's going to be another watch, or maybe the app or the phone. So all of the, like, it could be chat migration, it could be, you know, migration of all of the photos and videos, and you know, some fitness activity as well. So when the kids love to keep on track, so everything can be migrated just by and transferred just by scanning the code. Also, this feature. Hello, hello, welcome here. Are you interested in Z1 or Z7? Yeah, here we go for power on and power off. As we already discussed here, some kids, they don't want to go to sleep in the evening and they don't want to wake up in the morning. So for them, it's pretty difficult to sleep. And they want to do something, like, you know, more interesting than just, you know, lying down. So as I did when I was little, I either played my you know, some games on my phone, or just to read the book, or you know, all that stuff. Maybe just play. And my parents were not happy about that because I couldn't wake up in the morning. Um, this this feature is actually for those kind of kids as I was. So the parents could just let them not use the watches, just stop, as we just saw. It's gonna be power on time, it's 7:30 a.m., and then power off, it's gonna be 9:34 p.m. The kid wouldn't be able to use the watches during this time, so um, yeah, no way to play games, so no way to take pictures, no, except for emergency calls. Emergency call is available even when the device uh, is locked to use by parents. So, by the way, about emergency calls, I didn't show you yet. It works the same on Z7 and on Z1. It's just when the screen is locked, you need to use your hand to write. Here, I'll show you. To write C on the screen. Just write C here. Yeah, again, it doesn't work because my fingers are too big for that little screen. Maybe I can try to use it on another watch. Doesn't work. A moment, please. But anyway, so there is option. Maybe my fingers are too big. Maybe, maybe my coworker can try to do the emergency call. So please go for it.
Draw letter C.
Which yeah, my fingers are. I used a few ones. Oh, it just has no pen. Please use this one. Thank you.
C. Emergency call. Draw letter C.
Maybe I can use them here as well. Maybe this one. Last time, last attempt.
So let's see. Ah,
Oh yeah, cool. Please give it to me. Or yeah. So we go here. I'll show you. Thank you so much. The screen should be locked. Then you just try to draw a letter. See here. Yay! I did that as well. And here is gonna be the person who is bonded to the phone, who is admitting here is his mom. So we can just press here, like tap here for quick dial. Oh, there's no SIM card here. For this one, there should be SIM card, but anyway, you just saw how to make it, so your kid wouldn't be able, to press a lot of buttons and to, try to find mom or someone in contact list and something. Well, it is called emergency call, right? If something happens, it would be easier than to press to press a button or just to write to C. As long as kids' fingers are not as big as mine, because for me, as you just noticed, it's a bit of a trouble to write that. But anyway, it worked even with me. And it is easy to remember. Hopefully, nothing would ever happen to a kid, but yeah, sometimes it does. And uh, yeah, sometimes it was really important to be able for kids to be able to contact adults really, really quickly. Then we go for, by the way, I will show you how to charge it. Someone asked, please let me know if you're still here. Two of the watches there here is Z7. The charging place is here. So you just use literally looks like this. And then, well, it's better. Well, some games are but still available, right? And the kid wants to play and to use, but here we go, available when unplugged. Because, well, our company, we consider that to be important. So the kid couldn't be able to use the watches while they are charging, just in order to protect him or her. Something might happen. Yeah. As for charging, once again, it might take around 2 hours till full charge, well, yeah, normally most of the people I know they just charge overnight. Alarm still works without any problems. So once it is charged, yeah, after that, even if it is still charging, still plugged, the alarm will work and the kid can be woken up by the alarm that he or she set himself or herself. What else? Once again, I want to tell you that now we have 15 days of no reason return. Is that if you want to buy watches, you'd better do it right now because yeah, firstly, we will send it as soon as possible, depending on what country you are. But yeah, even probably if you buy now, we'll send in the evening. So yeah, this is the beginning of new week. Monday, no weekends are coming, so we can just send it directly. Also, 2 years of warranty. If something happens, it is guaranteed that we'll try to solve the problem. We'll try our best to find out what happened and why that it doesn't work or works or you're experiencing some troubles. Hopefully it wouldn't happen, but yeah, if it does, we're still taking responsibility. So we will be able to, you will be able to send it back to us or to discuss it with us. I mean, anyway, contacting after sales support during 2 years. For Z1, the one that has only front camera, the price is 129 euros. For Z7, that has two cameras, the flip-up screen, the front camera and the back camera. The price is 219 euros. Two of them are, yeah, 15 days Oh, thank you. That's really nice. Hope your kid is enjoying. Um, as for 5 years old kid, I would still recommend. I mean, it depends actually, but I would personally recommend Z1. And then maybe if the kid is, let's say, 7 years old, you can just buy Z7. The difference is less than €100, but the Z7 can be used for longer period. Let's say for or maybe 2 years, or sorry, not 2 years, like even 5 years, let's say, till middle school. Well, even in middle school, it can be used, but yeah, there may be some other options. Well, yeah, the watches. The imoo watches Z1 and Z7. One is for, these are smartwatches for kids. One is for €129. The other one is for €290. 15 days, no reason return, and then 2 years of warranty. If you have a kid, you could consider buying one of them. Even if you don't have a kid, you could consider one of them because they're actually pretty nice to use and they could help you track your fitness activities, your even swimming, because they're waterproof, as we just showed here in the water. And then, okay, no problem. Here is the one charging. I'll even show you the whole colors we have. Here we go for Z7. It has two colors, and then we go for Z1. It also has two colors. Let's see, look like this. Z1 is a little bit bigger because of the dual camera, which is here on the back side. So once again, these two. You probably notice also the colors are not so bright of these 7 because it's for older kids. The price for Z7 is €219, and for Z1 is €129. Once again, 2 weeks, 15 days, no reason return, and then 2 years of warranty. If something happens, you can always contact us. We'll try our best to solve the problem. Yeah, so do you guys have any other questions? Okay. So let's see how it works. So here, all the apps are here. And these the sport activities, these are charts that we just shared the picture with the mom. Oh no, this is the mom shared with us, and this is the one we shared sent to mom. So it all works here. The time, the date, and day of the week. So you can always get back to our stream, and then yeah. So if you have any other questions, you can contact us on social media or to our website, or go back to the stream. We'll answer the questions you have and try to solve the problems you're experiencing. Hopefully, no. Yeah, thanks a lot for today, guys. I enjoyed time with you. I hope you're all gonna have